together with my team, we felt that it is good to come and interact with our junior brothers and sisters and encourage you that it is possible for you to make something out of your life. I'm here to tell you that it's your challenges that will cause you to rise to the top. A lot of the times in this country, what we see challenges. And we use the challenges as an excuse why we cannot do well. We were 6, 5 boys and a girl. My mother then wanted us all to go to school. So they brought us to primary kindergarten here and primary school here. But in those days, we go to school in the morning, have a break, and then come back in the afternoon. So we were not having school from morning till afternoon like you do. We will close around 12, go for lunch, and come back and close at 4. So when we close, we go to La Market. And then in between, we go and sell fish and come back to school. Now, the thing is this, we used to wear what we call khaki. Today you are in beautiful uniform. The khaki meant that if it gets dirty, nobody sees. And they could not sew for everybody. So what your big brother used is what they pass on to you. To the extent that you now begin to have the top on your shoulder, it gets torn. Alright, it gets torn. So it's common feature to see everybody that this place is torn, this place is torn. You are barefooted. And in those days, you see, from a poor family, when you are taking your at home, there's one towel for everybody. One towel that everybody used to bath and one sponge. So a lot of lice. I don't know what, now if you know lice in the hair. So everybody will get some. Because of that, they will give you Sakura. Yes. They call it oh, all right. They will give you Sakura. And you are wearing your big brother's uniform. And barefooted. And you know, when they do Sakura, they get shea butter. And they use on your head. And so when you are in the sun around this time, it will be shining. And the kaki is also big. So you are like a mosquito in it. You are coming like this, like a mosquito. Because it's huge. And it's barefooted in the hot sun. And that is what you wear from Monday to Friday and wash it and wear it again. It's faded, but at least you can go to school. Because our friends around, their parents didn't see the need for them to go to school. They felt that they needed to go to the farm to help. So for us to go to school was a privilege. And I just want to see the picture of we wearing kaki that is faded, which is oversized, without slippers. And your head is shining. And you are walking to school in the morning and go back and walk in the afternoon. No textbook, nothing. You just come and sit down. The idea is that there's some small education, and after you become a farmer, and you become or a fisherman. So that was the picture. That is what we had. Now, I want to talk to you about choices, the choices you make. Because if I stand here now, it's because of the choices I made. And I'm saying that you are seeing yourself as you have questions, you have challenges and problems. But if I look at where I come from, where you come from, you are ahead. I didn't have the privilege of wearing shoes and white socks and wearing this beautiful uniform. I didn't have those privileges. But as you can tell now, I am not a failure in life. And that is why I feel like coming to share with you that what you see as a challenge can actually help you surmount it. It's about choices you make. It's about choices. And I've told you that my mother was a fishmonger, my father was a fisherman. They never sat in any class. But you can see, at least I'm speaking English. It's simply about choices. Because we have several friends. They never went to school because they made what? A choice. It's about choices you are going to make. And I'm saying where you are now is the best time to make the right choices. Because the choices you make will determine the future you are going to have. I have seen people make choices several times over. When you see a person at a certain level, it's a summary of the choices the person has made. So when you see a doctor, it's not like when he was born, then they get to him and say, you are a doctor. No, the person made what? Choices. He made the choice to sit in class, to learn, to read science, to go to medical school 7 years, and then the person became a doctor. If you see a driver driving trotro from La to Accra, is a result of choices the person made. At a point, he made a choice to be a mate. When he made a choice to be a mate, he became a mate. And finally, he learned to be a driver. If you see a 60-year-old man begging by the roadside, it's a result of the little choices that the person made, which is why the person is begging. At your age now, 15 to 18, the world is before you. It's about the choices that you make. And so I'm sharing with you the choices I made despite my background. Hello? Hi. Choices I made, which is why I can stand before you. So I get to the primary school here. We pass through. You go and sell fish and come back. Then I get to La Salle right here. And the choices for most people was that go to middle school, go and look for a job. I made a choice that I'm going to do those what we call the common entrance examination. Now that meant that I should not be like anybody else but to learn. So the period that we close at 2 and people will go and play football. I remember one teacher, Mr. Yu, who organized special class for us. Out of all those who were going to the common entrance, only about 13 of us will come for the classes. The rest will go and play. That is what? A choice. The choice to go and play football at La Salle Park and the choice to actually come and join the classes for which they will give you some lashes. It was a choice. It was a choice. We make those choices when we come for prep. From 7 to 8:30, people will talk about several things, from football to girls to what is happening. I made a choice that I will learn. That is a choice. That is a choice that I made. Something I found about choices. Choices are, if you make a choice, there are always consequences. Every choice you make, there are results, there are consequences of the choice. A lot of the times we don't look at the consequences, we only look at the choices and say, oh, it doesn't matter. But believe me, there will be consequences. So I'm looking at all of you here. I want you to ask a question. I want you to think about this. What will happen in 2 years? Where will you be next year? Where you are going to be next year is a result of the choices that you are making today. So if you go to university, it's a result of the choices. Have you realized that you came to SHS 1? Now suddenly you are in SHS 3. Certain choices you have made, how are we going to know the choices when we write the exams? Now, so I made a choice to do common entrance. I learned, I passed. Then, from a poor home, you can't go to a boarding house. So, the easiest school you can attend, either Labone Secondary School or Aquinas Secondary. So, I chose Aquinas. In that case, you can walk. Now, here is the thing. You are depending on your mother to take care of your fees. You know that usually, my fathers don't go to school. They don't really care about education. My mother had brothers who are going to school, so she was interested. So it was my mother's promise that when you pass, I will make sure they go to secondary school. In this room, on the 15th of January, 1981, yes, how many? 42 years now. 1981, 15th June, preparing to write common entrance. The boarding house, but we didn't have wall. We had no bush. Then my brother sitting there. It was a Thursday morning. He walked. He passed. He was at St. Paul's. His password came. You are not supposed to come to this place when it is not visiting time. But he broke through the milk bush and came in. We had closed morning class, and he met me. Then he said, "Your mother is dead." That was 15th of January, 1981. Thursday morning, we had closed school around 8 a.m. going for dining. It meant that my world had come crashing down because the only hope I had was my mother. That was the only hope. He was the only person that could assure me I could go to secondary school. I'm saying, and I'm sure that some of you don't have parents. So some of you have lost your parents, but some of you have both parents. But I'm saying life is about what? Choices. Choices. It was a good excuse for me to say, now I'm going to school again. And this very place, there's a notice board here. You have to pay your fees to go to dining. Those who don't pay their fees, they would announce your name at dining and place your name that you cannot attend dining. The day my mother died, my name was on the list that I cannot attend dining because I had not paid my fees. Choices. I'm saying when you have challenge, please, people have had your challenges. People's issues are worse, but they still make something out of their lives. You can talk about your challenges and you can use that to excuse yourself, but it won't bring food to you. What you should think about, how do I overcome my challenges to make something out of my life? Hello? I still managed to write my common entrance and pass. Some people were poor from my community, make poor choices. I was poor, make right decisions. It tells me it is not your background, it's about the choices you make. So somebody was rich, he made wrong decisions. Somebody was poor, made wrong decisions. It's more about the choices that you are making now, more than your condition. You see, sometimes you need to go through this to appreciate life better. Don't use your condition as an excuse. Now, your time, you have internet. We didn't. You cannot say, because you didn't have a good library, that's why I didn't study. You cannot say that. You cannot say, because I lost my parents, that is why I couldn't do well. You cannot say that. Because for every condition that you are in, somebody has been there before. So I came to tell you that your life is about the choices that you are making. Right choice. Say with me, I will make the right choice. Say from today, I will make the right choice. It doesn't matter the challenges, the difficulties I am facing. It doesn't matter where I'm coming from, who my parents are, whether I come from Nima or from La. I will make the right choice to make my life a better one. Hello. So that is what I came to talk to you about.